everyone. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on what time it is, wherever you are. Doing a quick showing of the final pop. I now have all of the Alita pops. I have the Loot Crate Alita pops, all that stuff. Still a few more things I could find. If I somehow became rich, I could get the Sideshow or Hot Toys one. But anyway, I just want to show you. First off, we'll focus on this. This is really cool. Look at the detail they put in. It's funny how they put those heads on. I mean, have to admit, I was never a pop collector, but for Alita, I am, and for some Star Wars stuff. But look at the detail on the figure. I mean, it's really well done. The paint job, and when you consider the fact that a it's only about, let's see, let's get the actual ruler out. I believe they're about, what, 3 inches? It is exactly. See, the box itself is just over 6 inches tall, but the figure inside, I'm going to say about, what, 3 and. Let's call it 4 inches. But when you put that in and you look at that figure, see, get a close up on here. See if we can get a close up that works well. There we go. And you can even see the skates that he built for her. One of the sweetest scenes, I think, of the movie. That's why I put it in the pictures at the end. By the way, there is a photo gallery at the end of pictures that I've made. Some of them are older, some of them are new. For anyone that's new and doesn't know, this is Alita the Battle Angel. An amazing movie and an amazing manga, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Um, it's basically about. Oh, I really don't want to say what the plot line's about, but basically it's very good. James Cameron, Robert Rodriguez, Rosa Salazar, the best CGI you will ever see, and it is an amazing movie, very underappreciated. So, by the way, shout out to the Alita Army. A lot of fans, people that are love sci-fi, love the manga, love all this stuff, are banding together to try to get a sequel, trying to get more word of mouth going, especially hopefully this Black Friday. We get as many sales as we can for Christmas of the Blu-rays. Not just Blu-rays, but all official merchandise as well, because if that sells out, that's going to show more demand, more demand, more demand. I'll just quickly flip through this just to give you an idea. This is the Loot Crate exclusive, so it's a little bit smaller. I got another one, and they finally sent it to me. They apparently, sadly, Loot Crate does not even have their Loot Crate boxes anymore. They just sent this in a brown, beat up box, but this will be the one I'll use to reread everything, I think, with. But if you will look, you can see Rusty Angel, just the art. Now it's a right to left, so you have to get used to that, at least if you're over here in America. But it's just amazing, and some of it is just, straight up. They did line for line. I mean, board for storyboard to the movie, which is in the bonus parts of the Blu-ray. So I highly suggest that. This is fun to have. I think I got it on sale because they're closing out for like $6, something like that, maybe less. Anyway, this is the Alita MotorBall body. This is the one number 564. So now I have them all, including alternatives. Do me a favor if you can, please check the playlist that I have. I have the Alita playlist. I have every video about Alita on there. And if you can, if you have the time, I'd really appreciate if you could just, if you like this, drop a thumbs up. And especially if you can watch to the end where I have the photo gallery, and maybe subscribe and follow, that would be greatly appreciated. You have to hit the bell. You'd think subscribe would be enough, but whatever. I will constantly be doing stuff about Alita. Now, one thing that's really interesting right now is that an article came out pointing out, and we've been really pushing hard, since the movie came out, because it had such competition, it was under attack and all this stuff, and it really is a good movie as far as the sci-fi, or even not sci-fi, just really good movie, heartwarming, all that kind of stuff. It has Just a little bit of something for everyone, really. But it's just a very underrated movie. Well, guess what? Alita 2, Alita sequel, is actually trending on Google. It's actually one of the top trending things. Um, from an article that came out the other day, I think it's called sausageroll.com.au, might be the website. But it says basically, it appears that Alita 2 is in high demand. Months later, the film is still one of the most discussed and searched. Our Alita articles are among our most read. Alita is also consistently one of the most searched terms on our site, Twitter, and Google. This got me to do a little research, and lo and behold, it is among the top searched movies of 2019 period, and fans are itching for a sequel. Alita is more searched. Check this out. Alita is more searched than one of Marvel's most popular superheroes, even after news broke that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is returning to the MCU. So, in other words, they're saying she's more searched than Spider-Man, and they even show a little graph on their page showing that. Sorry, I'm hitting my tablet as I'm going, but basically, it looks like the sales. It's very hard to get specific Blu-ray number sales. We really want to hit 1 million by Christmas, so it looks like we're closing in on 700,000. I would say probably around 680,000. That's a guesstimate. Don't hold me to it, based on what I last saw as solid numbers. Now that does not include rentals. That does not include streaming. People that pay buy the movie, digital downloads. In other words, people that rent it. As well as people that are buying the merchandise itself. That's why it's really important, because once you buy that merchandise, that adds to it as well. And of course, you have James Cameron, who's already put in, given Robert Rodriguez over 1,000 pages of script. 600 pages, I believe, of storyboard have been created. So there's so much already in place. They've already built the city, Iron City, and a lot of the sets that need to be done. And I just feel like it's going to happen, but I really feel like we need to just keep going, just telling people, just doing videos like this, showing cool stuff like this, getting awesome items. This is not, and it's not just, by the way, for girls, or it's for anybody that likes anything inspirational about going from the bottom, working your way up to the top, going through some really traumatic things, but then overcoming them, and kind of in a very dark world, finding the good in it. I think might be the core message sometimes, at least for the movie version, at least for the movie. And I think you will, the action between that and the balanced action, I think you'll genuinely love it if this is your first time hearing about it. Give it a shot. It's at least rent it, and if you really want to buy it, we would, everyone would appreciate it, because every purchase of them. Now, I'm not talking secondhand, eBay and stuff like that, because those don't get counted by Fox. They don't get their cut of that. But if you get it from Walmart or Target or any of those places, Amazon, Fox 21 directly on their website, places like that, basically, you will be able, it'll go towards it. It'll help. The same thing with the pops, the figures, all that kind of stuff. Try to get from official places so that it'll actually register, show, hey, man, people are really, kind of like this article, people are really looking. It's the most trending thing going right now. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I spent too long. I'll give you one last close-up look. You'll have some images of this. Look at that. They did a great job. I wish they would offer these with like a head sculpt, like a normal one, and then one of the pop sculpts at the same time. That would be kind of cool to have one of each, like one that's trying to be really accurate, and then one that's, one that's not quite as, one that's like this. I'd like to keep the pop style, but also have, because they put so much work. Once again, let me show you the detailing on this paint. Look at this paint job. it's really amazing that they. I think that's a little too close. There we go. That, I think that's an amazing paint job. Look at that, even down to the wheels. Anyway, I've gone on way too long, and if you have a chance, please watch right now. Coming up is the photo library. Thank you so very much for watching, and shout out to the Alita Army. Shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to everybody that watched us. Thank you so much, and consider subscribing if you would, and maybe giving it a little thumbs up if you like it. Comments always are appreciated, and definitely want to keep talking about Alita, keep hashtagging it. It's being noticed. That's great. It's looking more and more like we're going to get that sequel, but we cannot be complacent. We really want you just to, even if you just rent it, if you rent it, you might fall in love too with it, like I did, and then next thing you know, you're buying it, and then you're buying every single one. Now, I had the original manga, but I didn't even know about the movie, unfortunately, because I believe Disney was buying up all the all the different little ad buys and stuff. It wasn't advertised as much as that, but I did see it in the theater. Actually, now I think about it, in the IMAX the first night. But then after that, I just completely forgot until I saw it at Redbox, and then I was like, "Whoa, yeah, that movie." And I rented it, and then I went back and I started going, "Oh man!" And started going through rereading all the manga. I always say manga. I don't know why. All the manga books, and just getting really back into it. And it's such a deep story. And James Cameron has a real passion for it. And you know when he has a passion for something, it gets done, and it gets done well. He made the Abyss. I mean, that's all you have to say. He made the Abyss. He made Avatar. He's making Avatar too. And Robert Rodriguez is one of the most accomplished directors in Hollywood as well. The power those two have, and as long as we back them and keep pushing and keep getting those Blu-ray sales, uh, I think we'll do it. I mean, like these articles are pointing out, Alita articles are the most read. Alita articles are the most talked about, shared, etc., etc. Google trending. That's why I keep hashtagging Alita as much as you can. Anyway, thank you so very much for watching, and have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And bye for now.